Hello, my little hackmons. Today we are rating Team Fortress 2 melee weapons by how aesthetically pleasing they are. Basically, imagine these were all prop weapons in the Halloween store aisle. Which one's going to catch my eye first? Which one am I going to take home with me? Which ones am I going to use the most in videos? That's sort of the criteria we're looking for here. Yes, I know it sounds super wrong, but when you make horror movies or when you're a scare actor, your weapon is a huge part of your identity. It is as much of a part of who you are as your mask or your makeup is. It says a lot about your character. It's an accessory, an extension of your costume. A good weapon will really make you stand out in the horror movie industry, while a bad one can make you laughable and forgettable. So today, we're gonna see if the Goofy Off Funny Man game has anything that makes me want to put down my sacrificial blade and look for something better. First up, we got the normal bat, which is the Scout's main weapon. I've never really been big on baseball bats as weapons in movies. They're typically used by survivors of a horror movie that have to grab the first available thing to defend themselves. This is just like a normal baseball bat, no blood, no nothing, it's gotta stand out to me, 1 out of 10. Oh, now this is the Boston Basher, which is an upgraded version of the Scout's bat, and it is one hell of an upgrade. It has pools of blood running down the side of the thing. It's got those spikes. You are gonna freak people out with this thing. You are no longer just a guy running away from the big scary thing. You mean business. You want to hurt somebody. I could totally see this going well with literally any mask or costume I own. 10 out of 10, baby. Here's the Pain Train, which is similar, but not quite as cool in my opinion. It's got that very last second make a weapon to defend myself kind of vibe, 7 out of 10. This is the Bone Saw, which is the medic's main weapon, and it is so cool. I am pretty sure there are actually characters from Not Scary Farm, if I remember correctly, that do use these, and people are freaked out by them. In general, most people are scared of the doctor in some capacity, so medical tools are always a safe bet. And I mean, you don't even need to go charging at someone. All you gotta do is just make this kind of motion and people are gonna stay away from you. 8 out of 10. If it had a little bit of blood or rust, maybe it'd get a perfect 10. Here's Pyro's default weapon, the Fire Axe. I must confess to you guys, I used to be a bit of an axe freak. I think it was probably Constance from the Haunted Mansion that awakened that in me. Here's mine. It's shiny, isn't it? I like the shininess. But the Fire Axe really isn't doing anything for me. Again, it just looks too perfect and normal to me. Like if I saw someone in real life carrying that around, I wouldn't have any questions, about if they're about to go kill someone. It's just a Fire Axe, maybe they're gonna go chop down a tree or something. Whereas, they were carrying this baby, I would have some questions. So, the Fire Axe, 3 out of 10. Here's the upgraded version, the Extinguisher, and let me just say that I already like it a whole lot more than the basic Fire Axe, because this thing looks a lot more suspicious to be carrying around than that one. I'd say we give this puppy a 7 out of 10. Now, if you're a Pyro fan and I'm worried that I'm giving him the short end of the stick, pun intended, don't you worry. This is his sharpened volcano fragment. It frickin' glows, you guys. And I don't know if y'all know my feelings on anything that glows in the dark, but spoiler alert, I eat that crap up. Made of black obsidian, it's got jagged edges, glowing lava. There is literally nothing to not love here. It would work so perfectly with like demon-themed characters, which is another thing I'm super into. This gets a perfect 10 for me. While we're keeping the Pyro train rolling, let's talk about the Third Degree. What the frick is this thing? That's exactly why I love it. A unique weapon will make you stand out. And this is as unique as they come. People will be staring at you trying to figure out what the hell it is you're holding long enough for you to go and scare them. I think you could totally reverse engineer this and make a costume that would look cool with this and then end up making like this super awesome new character with it. 10 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, feast your eyes on the counterpart to the sharpened volcano axe, the sun on a stick. I know, it's a very stupid name. I'll give you that. But this thing is so cool, you guys. You can use this as a fancy royal scepter, an artifact of power, anything really. You swing this thing around and everyone is going to be looking at you, which is exactly what I want in these situations. This thing is hot, and I'm not just saying this because it's a scout that wields it. I can so picture myself walking up to my Halloween Horror Nights audition with this in hand. I got that big confident smile on my face, and I know I'ma make it. I am down bad for the sun on a stick, you guys. If I ever see a replica of this, I'm clicking that add to cart button at the speed of like 10 out of 10, no, 13 out of 10, no, 666 out of 10. This is the sniper's kukri? Am I saying that right? And it is so goofy awe. It looks like if someone tried to draw a machete, but that person was like me and had terrible unstable hands, they'd come out with this. 3 out of 10. Uber Saw is the upgraded version of the Bone Saw, and even though in the game it's supposed to be an upgrade, I really like the Bone Saw better. I think the handle to pointy bit ratio needs to get its priorities checked. I know that I praised that one pyro axe for being like, what the hell is it? But this is, what the hell is it in a bad way. 2 out of 10. Here's the Demo Man Scotsman Skull Cutter, and I gotta say, it's really unique. You don't see a lot of characters that use axes, but like the big, long executioner style axes. And as someone with a fear of public executions, the minute I see you walking up to me with that, I'm like, whoa, oh, this is my neck, do not take it. 9 out of 10. The Vita Saw is a cooler version of the Uber Saw. This is once again a what the hell is it style weapon, but actually done correctly because they fixed the handle to pointy bit ratio. That needle looks long and sharp. 9 out of 10. The Soldier's Equalizer has some blood, but that doesn't automatically make it scary. For some reason, there are a lot of haunted houses out there that have mining themes, and I never thought they were quite scary. Just a weird, random theme to pick. 4 out of 10. Homewrecker is a sledgehammer, which I got a big soft spot for. Well, I mean, any place on your body is a soft spot for a sledgehammer. What am I saying? But it's just a bit too basic for me. I don't know, guys. Maybe I'm just a bit privileged with my Spirit Halloween clown sledgehammer. But that one in comparison just seems a little basic, default skin, like. Because I think the last thing you ever see should be a little bit more well decorated. 5 out of 10. Well, my little hackmons, that's it for reviewing these TF2 melee weapons for now. If you guys really want it, I'll make a part 2. Bye-bye!